group. Then once the video is available, I'll put it in there. I'll put it there for those who attend the lecture. So if you're on that group, means it shows that you attend the lecture. So that is that. Okay, so let me start sharing my chart so that we can start digging into the whole process. If you can see my chart, please type in 2. You can see my chart, please type in 2. Okay, quick question before we start digging in. Thank you so much, Mr. Chukuma. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. All to the glory of God, not to the glory of man. Okay, quick question. If you are new and this is your first time of joining our weekend session, which is Sunday session, please signify by typing 333. If today is your first time you'll be joining our weekend session, please type in 333. Oh, Mr. Ahmed, glad to have you. I cite you, Mrs. Gift. All right. All right. Okay. I think okay. All right. Those two people can testify to you, to those of you in the group. Uh okay, don't let me go there. We'll talk about that later on. Okay, now today we want to talk about divergence. Divergence. We have two types of divergence, okay? Two types of divergence. We have regular divergence, okay? Regular divergence. Okay? Regular divergence. Okay. Mumbo, please. Sorry, guys. Few seconds. Yeah, so sorry. So I'm back. We have regular divergence and hidden divergence. Okay, so in today's class, I'm going to show you guys how to spot these divergence and the importance. Okay, and the importance. The only thing I want to tell you is that if you are able to recognize how to use divergence, you are most it's going to change your trading game, number one, and you will know where and when price is ready to change direction. Okay, because most of the time, I will say 88 sorry 82% of the time, before you can see market turning points, you will see a divergence. Okay, there will be appearance of divergence. Okay, so now first of all, let's talk about regular divergence. Let's talk about regular divergence. For you to recognize divergence, you have to use an indicator. Okay, you have to use an indicator, and there are several indicators you can use, but the most three important indicators that people are using in divergence, to spot divergence rather. One, you can use stock stochastic, stochastic oscillator. Another one you can use RSI, relative trend index and MACD, MACD. Okay, so the same thing, the same indicators you can use for regular divergence will be used for the same hidden divergence. Okay, so that is that. Now let's start spotting it. Let's bring our indicators one after the other. Okay, but for educational purpose, I'm going to use one or two of these indicators. Okay, so it does not really matter. You have to use the three. One of these indicators is okay for you to spot divergence. Okay, but for extra confirmation, you can use two. Okay, but I think one is okay because divergence is divergence. But for the sake of this, let's use RSI, relative strength index. Relative strength index. Okay, let me go to my indicator. Oops. RSI. So you can do this on your MT4. You can do it on MT5, anywhere. Okay, anywhere. Oops, I think it's telling me. Just a moment. Let me try to take all the ones I already have away. Okay. Now, before we go further, let me quickly draw a diagram for you for clearer and better understanding. So for you to spot a divergence, let's talk about bearish divergence first, which means market is ready to return from an uptrend down to from an uptrend back to downtrend. Okay, just a moment, trying to bring up a picture for you guys if I can get it from my archive. Okay, while that one keeps loading, let me try to give you the diagram. So for you to let's talk about okay, let's talk about bullish first. Bullish. So now, how can you recognize a divergence? You want to see a higher, you want to see a lower low first. So how can you spot that lower low? You want to see price movement in this way. You want to see price movement in this way, giving you lower low. Okay? Something like this. I hope you guys can see my screen very well. You want to see this is a low. Sorry, I want to bring out my okay, call out. This is a low. Lower low. Okay. And this is another lower low. So that is what you want to spot in, on your price chart first. Okay. So once you are able to spot that, you may be able to see that price is giving you this kind of structure, and this is called lower low. This area, this low here is called lower low, and this area that you see is called higher low. Okay, higher low. This is higher low. This is lower low. But what you really want to do is that you want to spot lower low alone. Okay. So and how do you draw that? You want to connect at least two lower lows together. Okay, let's say you connect from this place. Okay, let's, for example, market has been moving. Market has been moving. You have been having a serious downtrend coming like this. Okay, you have been having a serious downtrend coming like this, and all of a sudden, within a while, you just started saying the price, giving you something like this, giving you a structure like this, a structure like this. And this structure is called, this place is called a low, lower low and lower low. While this place is regarded as lower high, lower high, lower high. Okay. So, but what you really want to, the area you want to work with is the lower low area. Okay. So, like I said, you want to connect two lower lows area together. Okay. And it does not really matter that it has to be really perfect. The way I have just drew it does not really matter. It has to be perfect. Okay. Because price charts uh, most of the time is not really perfect, but you just want to spot lower low, which means this low has gone lower than this one, and this one has gone lower than this one. Okay. So once you have been able to spot that, the next thing you want to spot is going to looking at your indicator, okay, which is either RSI or stochastic or MACD. Okay. Now, so you can see right now that price chart is giving you lower low. Okay. So you want to spot higher low on your indicator. Okay. You want to spot higher low, something like this from your indicator. Okay. We are going to do we will use our chart very soon. So I just want to let you understand how the structure looks like. So now, so you want to spot something like this. Okay. From your indicator, which is uh higher lows. Okay. So this area is called higher low, higher low. Why this area is also called higher low? And invariably, what is this telling us? Okay. It means that price price is coming down. Okay. Price is coming down, which means your chart, something like this, is coming down and your indicator is going up. So that is an indication that price is ready to reverse. Whenever you spot a situation where your price chart is coming down and your indicators is giving you something like this structure facing up, then that is a good indication that uh, that currency pair is ready to reverse and start the upward movement. Okay. Which means it's ready to start going up. I hope this is clear to you guys. So if you can hear me loud and clear and you're gaining some value, please drop in 555 in the chat. Okay. So you may want to take this screenshot before I clean everything. Okay. You may want to take this screenshot before I clean everything. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Okay. So you may want to take screenshot, just 2 seconds. I'm going to take that away. Let me quickly go this one. Okay. All right. So now let me clear everything. Okay. So let me go to higher time frame. Now look at this area. Look at this area. Can you see, right? I said you want to see price. Okay, let's look for the one with uptrend first. I think this one is for downtrend. We are still going to come back to that. Let's look for the one with okay, I think good. We don't have to go so far. Look at this area. Everybody, pay attention. Look at this area. Can you see we have price has been coming from here, okay? Lower high. Sorry, I said lower high. Lower low. Another lower high. Another lower low. Now, can you see what price is showing us right now? Okay. Remember, I said it does not really matter. It has to be uh, perfect. Okay. But as a matter of fact, it does not really matter that you have to take this. You only want to work with two areas. Okay. Two areas at least minimum. You can see this is one. This is another low. Lower low. This is another lower low. So it does not really matter. You have to start from this area. So when we are talking about divergence, you want to use at least minimum two. Okay. So let's use this one and this one. You can see, let's connect this one, this area with this one. So I'm going to draw it like this. Now, let me use a vertical line to separate it. Look at this area. Look at this area. Now, can you see? I said price must show to you that it's giving you in a bullish divergence. Price must be giving you lower low. This is a low. This is a low. Y indicators must give you higher low. Okay, can you see? Let me take this just a minute. Okay, great. Look at. Can you see right now, guys? Let me try to enlarge this. Can you see what price is giving us right here? Okay, this is a perfect divergence right here. I just want to enlarge this so that you can see it very well. So you can see we have higher lows. This is a low. This is higher low. Okay, so when we come to our chart, you can see from the same area where we have these two vertical lines. Can you see? Can you see where price is heading to? So this is a clear indication that market is ready to reverse. And as a matter of fact, you can see based on this price chart, you can see right from this place, what did we have? A move up. A move up. Okay. So that is how to spot divergence. You must be able to see your price chart coming down, okay, and your indicator facing up. Okay, so that is the best way to spot regular bullish divergence. So this is called bullish okay, regular bullish divergence. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you guys. I hope you can be able to understand this. You just need to train your eyes to recognize this. Okay, so how do you trade this? How do you trade this type of chart pattern? What you need to do is the best way to look for this type of price pattern is from 1 hour above. Okay, because they tend to produce good many pips. Okay, so and it is highly advisable for you to trade this type of pattern from either support or resistance. Okay, in this case you want to trade this one from a support area, okay? And as a matter of fact, if I should scroll back, let me try to mark this area, you will understand that this is from a support area. Can you see? Can you see a support right here? Can you see a touch, a touch? And as a matter of fact, this is from a demand area, okay? So it's best you trade it from a support area, okay, because this is a regular bullish divergence, okay. You saying market should go up. So in a minute I'm going to start showing you the bearish type, okay. So now let me give you a tips. How do you trade this? How do you take a trade with this? Hold on guys, I want to check if we are recording this. Okay, we are recording it. So how do you trade this? So you want to look for your candlestick pattern. For example, you want to look for a bullish, okay, an engulfing candlestick pattern. Engulfing candlestick pattern. You want to look for pin bar. You want to look for engulfing candlestick pattern. You want to look for inside bar. You want to look for tweezers, okay? But as a matter of fact, I only look for three types of candlestick pattern. Either engulfing, which is my number one candlestick pattern. Number two is pin bar, and number three is inside bar. So, and as a matter of fact, you can see we have this is an engulfing, okay, from the same area. You can see it was coming right from here. There was no bullish engulfing around this area. There was no bullish engulfing, but it came down from here. We have bullish engulfing. So you may consider to start taking this trade, okay, looking on how to take this trade. So after the close of the engulfing, then take your trade. Then your stop loss will be below the engulfing, okay. And if you have missed this one, you can see another opportunity showed up right here, okay. Another opportunity showed up right here. So if you have missed this one, you can enter right from this one. If you miss this one, this is another one, okay. So there were three opportunities that showed up in the same area for you to be able to take this trade, okay. So but remember, in most cases you may only have one opportunity, okay. So the moment you spot divergence, you want to look for your candlestick pattern, okay. So now where you want to put in your take profit and stop loss, you want to put your stop loss below the candlestick and your take profit right uh are the highest, the last high, okay, which is this one, okay, because this is a high. So that is where you want to put your take profit, okay. You may say this is your first take profit, okay, and target the next high, which is this place, as your second take profit. Can you see? Market got there easily. So if you have risk, let me try to measure it. If you have risk, uh, let's say 15 pips, then your take profit one will be around 55 pips. Okay, so how many percent is that? That is about 1 to 4, if I'm not mistaken, 1 to 5. Am I correct, guys? So, and now look at it. Gave you another one on 118 pips. So that is how to trade divergence. But a lot of people tend to miss this up. So if you learn this skill properly and you pay attention to every bit of information that appears in the market, there's no way you are not going to make money. Okay, so that is that for bullish uh, divergence. So now let's look for bearish divergence. Okay, so now for you to look for bearish, let me clear all these things. So I hope you guys you're following. So do we have any question on this? If there is a question, please put in your chat, your question in the chat. Okay, because we have other three divergence to talk about. So now let's talk about bearish divergence. So this is bullish divergence. Don't forget regular bullish divergence. Okay, now Okay, no question. All right. So let me clear it. So for you to spot uh bearish divergence, so you want to see something like this. Okay, you want to see price, you want to see price making higher highs. Okay, higher highs. You want to see your chart, which is your price, making higher highs, something like this. Okay, you want to see price giving you something like that, and you want to see your indicator. You want to see your indicator making a lower high, which is something like this. What? Okay, you want to see your indicator going this way, while your price, which is your chart, is going this way. So this area is called higher high. Okay, that is higher high. On indicator, so you want to spot lower high, lower high. This is very simple to recognize. You just need to train your eyes. Okay, you just need to train your eyes. Once you're able to train your eyes, then it will be there forever. I do tell people in my class, in our advanced class, once you train your eyes, once you recognize it, so it will be there. It will be there forever. Lower high. Okay. So once you have something like this, the moment you see your price giving you something like this, okay, so you want to start looking at your indicator and see the type of reaction you are getting on your indicator. Okay, so that is one way to start looking at it. Okay, so the moment you see your price, which is your chart, giving you something and it has created another higher high. So the moment you see this type of structure from your chart, so you want to start looking at your indicator as well. Okay, what is the direction? Where is the direction your indicator is going to? Okay, so and as a matter of fact, you can see, like I said, this place is the higher high, another higher high, because price were coming from below, from this one. Let's say this was a massive trend. Oops, coming. Let's say this has been a long trend. Okay, and it got to this place, market reverse. Okay, pull back. Okay, pull back to this place, and it's created a high like this. So the moment you see something like this, precisely when it is approaching your resistance, okay, you don't want to start looking at this type of structure when when it's not near to your resistance. Okay, because here we are talking about regular bearish divergence. Okay, let me quickly regular bearish divergence. Okay, so the moment the price is approaching your resistance with this type of structure, then you want to start looking at it. Where is price telling me? What is my indicator doing? Okay, so the moment you see your price, which is your chart, giving you a higher high, okay, so and it gives you another higher high, so you want to connect the high together, you want to connect it together. Okay, so in some cases you may see price gives you three highs. It does not really matter. Price may come down like this and go back up. Okay, and go back up. So it gives you something like this. All right, so but actually once you see this one, these two eye, then try to start looking at your indicator as well, which is either your RSI, your stochastic, or mark D. Okay, so now you can see this structure right now. So once you look at your indicator, you must be able to see something like this. You must be able to see something like this. Okay, then you want to connect these two areas together. Okay, once you connect these two areas together, so it has to merge, it has to merge to be in the same area with this one and this one. Okay, let me remove this one so that it won't confuse you. Okay, all right. So you have to match this place, this area with this place, and this area with this place. So it has to be on the same line. Okay, the moment you have that, then that is telling you that price is most likely to reverse. Okay, if it's on resistance. But if you do not see something like this within your resistance, you don't want to do anything with it because that may be a fake out. Okay, now let me clear that. Let's show that right on our chart. So you may want to take some screenshot if you think it is necessary. So this is regarded as bearish divergence. Okay, bearish divergence. Okay, so let me clear that up. So we'll go to our chart and try to draw it. So this type of divergence is everywhere. Okay, you will find it on the price chart almost all the time, almost all the time. Okay, almost all the time. So it is now your job, your duty to be able to spot it. What you want to do, the only thing you want to do is to train your eyes. Once you train your eyes to recognize it, that is it. It will be there forever. You just want to train your eyes. Now let's look at this structure right here. Okay, does this look at it? We have a move up right here. We have a move up, and as a matter of fact, this was a bullish divergence. Remember, we use this as an example. Okay, we use this as an example, and now price is at a resistance. Look at, this is a resistance. Okay, let's mark this area. I would say this, to me, this is a demand zone. Okay, let's just put it there. You can see. Now you can see we have a push up. We have a push up, which means a minor uptrend right here, and it got to a point. Price came down a little bit. Okay, give you higher low, then another higher high. Okay, we have higher low right here. This another higher high. So this alone, the moment you see this structure right here, a market is coming up like this. So you want to start looking at your price. You want to start looking at your price. Okay, there might be fake out, but you want to be sure market get to your resistance before you think of taking a divergence trade. Okay, so if you want to say, okay, some people may say there is divergence here. Yes, of course, there is divergence here. Okay, but it's not a, to me, it's not a perfect divergence, but it's at resistance. This is a resistance area. So this is a divergence area. Okay, this I, they are equal. But to me, I don't want to take a trade like this. Okay, I don't want to take a trade like this. If these the two eyes are most equal, I don't want to take that as divergence. Okay, I don't want to take that as divergence. But a lot of people will take this and say this is divergence. Okay, it may be, I do not dispute that, but for me, I want to see another higher high. I want to see higher high. Okay, even if it goes up a little bit like this, since it since this eye has been broken. So that is when I want to take my own divergence. Okay, I don't this may be considered a double top. Okay, this is a double top, but I don't take that as divergence. Okay, I want to see this eye being broken, and this eye has been broken with this eye. So you can see this is a eye, this is a higher high, higher high, another higher high. Okay, I hope this is making some sense, guys. Another higher high. So once you see something like this, okay, the moment you see spot something like this, you want to look at your indicator. Look at, let me mark this area and this area with a vertical line. Let's see if it falls within the same area. Look at, now look at this one. Can you see? So you want to mark, once you have these two vertical lines, you want to connect the two areas together. You want to connect this eye with this eye. Okay, can you see? This one slopes up, showing that price is going up. So, and you want to connect your indicator as well. So you want to connect from this, where you have this vertical line, connect it down. So where you have this indicator as well. Can you see? Okay, can you see? Is this making some sense to you guys? So you want to see your indicator facing down. Okay, can you see this one now? Your indicator is facing down while your price chart is facing up. So that is a perfect divergence. This is a perfect divergence. And believe me, this trade, I am in this trade, euro Swiss franc. I am in this trade. I actually missed the divergence, okay, but I took the trade right here, right around this area. When I see a minor pullback on 15 minutes, I wasn't there to take my trade right here, but I took my trade right around this area. So, and it has dropped to this place, and this is another pullback. And I can tell you for free, this what's it called? This currency pair, euro Swiss franc, is going to come to this place. Okay, it's going to come to this place whether he likes it or not. And when he lives there, it's going to come to this place. So this may be the final destination, but at least it's going to come to this place. So you may follow that within the week and try to follow it up. Okay, so if you have taken your trade right here, you may say this low is your TP1. Okay, the reason why I did not use this one as my TP1 is because I missed the trade right from the beginning. So I was able to look for a good entry right here. Okay, so once price moves down a little bit, I'm going to break even. I'm going to, which means I'm going to move my stop loss to entry, because the moment this place gets broken, this is where it's coming to. Okay, so, and I'm very sure, 70% sure that it's going to come to this low, because we are coming from a strong supply area. So that is that. So you want to look for a divergence from a bearish divergence from a support, or this is, oops, sorry, coming. I want to write in something there. Okay, let me write it there. So that is lower low, lower low. So this is another lower low. Sorry, guys. So this is the type of structure you want to see. Okay, so this has been a profitable trade. Okay, from here you can see this is on 4 hours. If you have taken this trade, so this trade right here, this is tweezer. Okay, this candlestick pattern, this is tweezer. Can you see? This is tweezer. No, sorry. Engulfing. Engulfing. But the engulfing is not perfect. Reason why it's not perfect, this is irregular engulfing. Reason why it's irregular engulfing is simply because this one has a head. Okay, the head is longer than this one. So and normally when you have good engulfing, uh, regular engulfing, the head and the tail must be longer than this one. Okay, so we will say this is irregular engulfing. Okay, I hope that is clear. But still market still drop. So something like this, you may want to look for your entry from a smaller time frame to give you good risk reward ratio. I hope you guys really understand. I have any question, please signify before we move to uh, hidden divergence. Okay, so as a starter, you want to work with regular divergence. Okay, but if you can go about it, hidden divergence, we only give you the opportunity. We only tell you if a trend is still moving, if a trend is still going to continue or not. That is one of the joy about hidden divergence. So you want to be able to spot it. But this is a regular, let me mark it out, regular, regular bearish divergence. Okay. Regular bearish divergence. All right. So I hope this is clear to you guys. Do we have any question? If there is a question, please type in two. You have a question, type in two based on regular divergence, either bearish or bullish. Okay. You have a question. What's the best time frame to analyze the market and entry time frame? Good question, Danny. Um, you're advised to take this from 1 hour above. 1 hour is best for you to spot divergence. 1 hour minimum. But I like to spot divergence from 4 hours. Okay. And when you see divergence on daily, on weekly, or more, go and call or where are these, what are these people called? Those people that used to blow trumpet. Go and call them. Okay. Go and call them and start, start dancing and host a party because it's going to deliver. It's going to give you a lot of peace. So minimum you want to start looking for divergence from one H1 above. Okay, I don't advise it from 15 minutes. Although when you see it from 15 minutes, uh, it must show that that particular currency pair is already at support or resistance on higher time frame. For example, if a euro Swiss franc, just like you're seeing, is at support right now. So if there is no divergence right there, you may go to 15 minutes or 30 minutes to look for divergence. Okay, because it's at support, at resistance. Okay, if the bigger time frame is not giving you divergence, and you know very well that it's at resistance or support, so go to your lower time frame, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, and spot divergence. Okay. But if you are able to spot it like this on higher time frame, take your trade from 15 minutes from this area. Okay. Once you are able to spot this area that okay, market is going up. Okay. So and is at resistance, and you can see higher high from your chart and lower low from your what is it called, uh from your indicator. Okay, so then you want to Sorry, I said lower low, lower high. I think I've missed something up. I'm so sorry, guys. This is not lower low. I think I mixed something little. This should be lower high. Let me quickly correct that. Lower high. Another lower high. Oops, let's do it this way. So sorry I missed. I just want to type it up for you guys so that you will understand how it works. Okay, I hope this is clear. Okay, so invariably, if you understand trend, you'll be able to spot divergence easily. But this is how to spot it out. Okay, so I hope this is clear. So based on Dami's question, so once you have been able to spot this at this area, then start looking for your entry on 15 minutes or 30 minutes. Okay, but from 15 or 30 minutes. Okay, so that is that. So this may give you a good risk reward ratio if you have taken your trade around here, probably with 30 pips, and it has produced about 60 pips already. So, and it's still going down. So that is that. I hope this is clear to you guys. So now let's move to the hidden part of the divergence. So I hope this is clear, guys. I hope this is clear. If you have any question, please indicate. Indicate. So now, okay, I want to clear this. Just a few seconds. I'm going to clear it out. Okay. We have spent 50 minutes already in this class. So, and our time shouldn't be more than 1 hour. So we have about 15 to 20 minutes to cover up for the remaining. So this is the most important aspect you want to focus on, the regular aspect of it. Okay. So now I'll clear it out. Now let's look for the hidden divergence. Hidden divergence. How do you spot that? Let's assume a trend. Let's talk about the bullish part of it first. Let's talk about the bullish part of it. Let's say a trend has been going this way. Okay, a trend has been giving you higher highs and higher lows. A trend, an uptrend has been giving you higher highs and higher lows. Okay, you have been saying something like this. Okay, from the chart. Remember, this is from the chart, right? Now, remember, regular divergence, you drew from up right here. You don't want to draw this one from the top side, okay? You want to, because you want to know if a trend is going to continue, okay? So if your price is making higher lows and higher high, this is higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, right? Let me quickly write that down. Write it out. Higher high. I'm going to be fast with this, guys. So pay attention. Higher high. Then higher low. Another higher low. I'm going to be fast with this, guys. Just make sure you pay attention to every bit of information I'm talking about. So you want to connect this low together, okay? These two higher low. You want to connect it together. The moment you connect something like that, you connect this area together, you want to look at your indicator. What which direction is your indicator facing. So you want to see your indicator giving you something like this. Your indicator must make it must make lower low. It must make lower low. Okay. Let's say your indicator is going this way, giving you lower low. Right? All right. So can you see, guys? So this is lower low, lower low, and this is lower high. Okay, I'm just giving you that so that you can understand how uh, trend looks like. Lower high. Now, remember, you only want to work with when it comes to divergence. You only want to work. Let me try to demarcate this so that you won't. So you only want to work with the lower lows area on the divergence area. All right. You only want to connect these two areas together, which means your once your price is going up, giving you higher lows, then your indicators must give you lower low, which means your indicator must face down and your price chart must face up. I hope this is clear to you guys. So you want to look for something like this structure from your within a trend. This is good to use in a trend. All right. Let me just write it down. Hidden hidden bullish divergence. Okay. So you want to see something like this in within a trend. Okay. So once you see you spot something like this in a trend within a trend, so it's an indication that market is going to continue moving up. I hope this is clear. See, your uptrend is still going to continue. I hope this is very clear to you guys. Okay. So you just need to train your eyes with it. That is all. So now let me clear it. So you have 1 second to take the screenshot if you need to do that. 2 seconds more. So let's spot that within a trend. See, if you are able to master divergence alone, there are a lot of traders that just keep trading this, that trade divergence alone. Don't be a master of everything. Just be a master of one. Let me try to spot good divergence for us in a trend. I think I can see one here, but it's not perfect enough. Okay, let's use something like this. Okay, I think we have, let's say this is a trend, a sharp move right here. Can you see? I hope you guys are following. Okay, this is higher high and higher low. This is higher low. You can see this area. So let's make use of these two areas. Now let's assume, our assumption now is that this candle from where I've marked this area, okay, this candle right here, they haven't formed. The candles at the right hand side right here, they have not formed. So now this is where price is right now. Okay, now if you can spot this, you can see we have a minor move right here. Okay, minor move right here. Now you can see this is price is showing that it's coming down. Why divergence? Let me mark this area again. this area. I think okay. Now, can you see this is very, very easy to understand. Price is showing that it's coming down, which is giving higher low. Okay, this is higher low, right? I think this is not perfect. That's why I said it's not perfect again. Let me look for something really, really clear for the sake of the beginners in the class. Let's look for the bullish. Let's look for the bullish first. Oh, I think there's no one here. Okay, I think I've seen one right here. Look at this. Look at this area. We have an uptrend right here. Okay, now a downtrend. I hope you guys are following. A downtrend. Sorry, a pushback, which is higher low. This is higher high, higher low. Then a push up to this place. I hope you guys are following. A push up to this place. Now, you may be wondering, why did I not take this one? You may be wondering, why did I not take this one? The reason why I did not take this is simply because they are too close. You can see once you look at the area right here, this one and this one on the indicator, they are too close. There is no clear move right there. There is no clear move. So I will not take this one. There is no clear move. So that is the reason why I take this one, right? So you want to see this is a low where price was coming from, and it pushed up to this place. This place is considered a high, okay, higher high, and this place is considered higher low, right? And this is another higher high, right? This is another higher high. Okay, and here this is your low, higher low. So like I said, when you're looking for uh bullish hidden divergence, you only want to work with higher low. Okay, I just showed you this one just for you to recognize the trend. Okay, we are not meant to mention this one. So you want to connect the bottom together. You want to connect the bottom together, which is this lower low. So you are looking for two higher lows. Okay, so connect these two areas together, this place right here. Okay, now once you see something like this, once you start seeing something like this coming up, so you want to start spotting, looking at your indicator. Okay, because you never know if this move, this one right here, is going to come to this place. This one right here, this one. You never know if it's going to come to this place. But you just want to start looking at it. Okay, you just want to start looking at it. So once you see something like this, you want to look at this area. Okay, this area where price is stalling, is it at previous support? Okay, can you see this is previous resistance now turns support, right? So you want to look for price coming to this area before you start looking for your divergence. And as a matter of fact, it may come down a little bit. It does not matter. In as much as this place as no price did not come down to break this place. So you want to start looking for your uh price right at this area, right? So once you see price at this area, then you want to look at your indicator. Okay, you want to mark the same area. Let's mark this place, this place, which is the higher low, right? So and you connect these two areas together, then you mark this same area where you have the low, right? So once you mark these two low, then use take a trend line, small trend line, to connect these two areas together, this place and this place, within the two vertical lines. And now you can see this is from below, right? Don't forget that. So you want to take the divergence from below as well, right? When you are looking for hidden divergence, bullish hidden divergence, you want to mark both, you want to connect the two lows from below and the divergence also from below. Look at this, okay? So once this one is telling you that it's going up, then this one should show the same thing, right? I hope this is clear to you guys. I hope this is clear. So another way you can look at it is that uh, price may be telling you that it may be, sometimes it may show that it's coming, this one is coming now. But you have to be mindful of this, okay? You have to be mindful of what your price is going to do. Then you match the area with your divergence, okay, to give you clear signal, right? All right. So now let's look for, because of our time, let's look for the what's it called? The bearish part of it. As a matter of fact, let's look for one more example, just to draw it out alone. Okay, because I don't want you guys to confuse yourself. Let's look for let me go to smaller time frame, be able to spot that. So if you guys are gaining some value, please put in 555 in the chart. You're gaining some value, please put in 555 in the chart. So as a matter of fact, divergence, hidden divergence is not something you can easily find within a trend, but when you see it, it delivers. It delivers, okay? I want to look for just one more example. So you can use the knowledge you can apply the knowledge on the bearish type. Oh, sheesh. This one also is not clear. I can see some, but it's not so clear. So as a matter of fact, you can see regular divergence everywhere. Regular divergence is everywhere. Let's just try and look for one more example right here. Then you can call it, look for the other, for bearish chart. I don't think so. I'll find one easily. Looking for the one for uptrend. I think this one can give us what we want. Okay, let's use this as an example. Look at this area. Okay, higher low. This has gone up here to this area. Another higher low. As a matter of fact, on hidden divergence, you want to work with higher low. So in as much as this low has not gone below this one, so you are good to go. It does not really matter if this one is taken out. Okay. Let me try to, okay, good. So now let's mark the same area, right? Right. So when you say this, you connect these two areas together within these two vertical lines, then come to your indicator, then you can see this one is also facing that. I hope this is clear to you guys. Can you see? So this one is perfect than the one I showed you earlier on. Okay, you know, the one I showed you earlier on was like this. It was okay, but this one right here is more part mixed up. So some people, so some of you may be looking, maybe thinking, why is this one different from that one? So it's still the same thing, but this one is the most perfect one. That one is irregular hidden divergence, irregular. This one is the regular one. Okay, I hope this is clear to you guys. So, and as a matter of fact, you can see right after that a push up. Okay, so you want to target this area as your first take profit. Okay, if you are taking this trade, you want to target this area as your first take profit, then you can use the next high right there as your second take profit. Okay, so we assume that you are spotting this on higher time frame like 4 hours, then come to 15 minutes or 30 minutes to take your trade. Okay, you look for your candlestick pattern, then take your trade. I hope this is clear to you guys. So I'm going to clear this out right now. So I have just 5 to 7 minutes to share the bearish chart. Okay, bearish hidden divergence. Okay, now this is how that looks like. Let me quickly give us the diagram. So we assume this is it's just the reverse side of the bullish side. Okay, it's just so if you have good understanding about one part of it, then it will be very very easy for you to change to inverses into the other side to get the other part of the signal. Okay, the bearish side. So let's assume price is giving you lower high. Okay, it's giving you lower high. Okay, this is lower high, right? So now, and you come to your indicator. Your indicator is giving you something like this. Remember, it does not have to be very, very perfect. Your indicator is giving you something like this. Right. So now, once you see something like this on your chart, number one thing you want to look at is your chart. What is your chart telling you? Okay, let's assume this is from a trend that has been coming. So you want to know if the trend is still going to continue or is ready to change. So if your trend has been giving you lower lows, lower high, remember this is lower, what is it called? This is the higher low. I mean, said lower. I'm missing up. Lower high. Am I pointing to the right area? Okay, yes. Number, don't disturb me, please. Just give me a few minutes. Just give me 15 minutes. Sorry, guys. Family is disturbing right here. Okay. So we say on the price divergence, this must be giving you oscillators must be your chart must be making lower high. Okay. This is lower high, right? Lower high. I was pointing to the wrong direction earlier on. It's still lower high, lower high. All right. So it must be giving lower high. Why the oscillator is making higher high, right? So this is a high because this was a trend, higher high. Okay, you consider this was coming from a trend. So this is a high. It's called higher high, and this is another higher high. So that is what you want to spot on your indicator, right? So you want to connect two areas together. You want to connect two areas together. Remember, you want to spot this for downtrend, right? Don't get it mixed up. You want to connect it for downtrend. So you want to pick these two areas together, okay? You want to pick these two areas together. You may be thinking, how do I come about this? This is just I just put it there just for you to know if the trend has been is about to continue. This is just that is why we have this one there. Okay, but as a matter of fact, we assume this one has not formed. So you may say this is the first high, okay, and second uh this is the second higher low. I said higher low. I'm so sorry, guys. Family is just making me getting me confused right here. I'm sorry. Okay, so you want to let's assume this one has not formed. Okay, let's put it that way so that I won't confuse you guys. So we assume this trend has been coming right here. It has been coming right here. Let me. All right, that is perfect. We assume this is what we have been having. Okay, now once you see something like this, you want to know if your trend is going to continue. You want to know if your trend is going to continue. I don't want to clean everything. So sorry, family was just disturbing me, so I was mixing it up. So now, this is what you want to see on the chart, okay? Once you see a trend that has been coming down, and now it started giving you higher low. This is, I mean, lower. This is another lower. So you want to connect, don't let me confuse you guys. This person is just disturbing me. So you want to connect these two areas because we are looking for a downtrend. So you don't want to draw from below. Connect these two lower highs together. The moment you connect this, so sorry guys, my internet connection flopped. Okay, so I hope you can see my chart. So once you be able to connect that out, then you want to look for your indicator giving you higher high, okay, giving you higher high, your indicator giving you higher high, right? Then so this simply because that is a downtrend, then you want to pick your indicator from the upside. I hope this is clear. I hope this is clear. Just to tell you that we are still moving down. So your indicator must give you higher high, right? As you can see, while your chart must give you lower high. So you want to connect this area with your indicator and this area with the high of your indicator. I hope this is clear. Okay, time is fast spent already. So let's quickly check that out, check it out within a trend. within a downtrend. Okay, I think I've been able to spot one right there. Good. We did not go far. So now this is a downtrend. This is a push up. This is another lower low. Okay. This is another lower high. Now, once you are in this place, the next thing you want to do is that just make sure you connect this place together. Okay. These two eyes. Can you see? Once you be able to connect that together, even before that, the first thing you want to do, sorry about that, is just to make sure you draw your trend line right here, just for you to be able to spot it. Okay, if you cannot spot it with your naked eyes, use the vertical line. Can you see right here? Use your vertical line, right? So connect these two areas together. Remember, because we are going down, so you want to connect these two areas together. Okay, so you must see this one sloping down, then come to your oscillator from the top, mark it. Can you see? Can you see, guys? What would you have right after that? You can see right after that a push down. Okay, so this is a perfect bearish hidden divergence. That is how to spot it. Those are one of the things uh, that give us a hedge in the market, that tells us if trend is going to continue or not. So if market is going to range, you are not going to see something like this. If market is going to range, you are not going to see something like this. So this is one of the best way you can determine if the trend is going to continue or not. I hope this is clear to you guys. So if you have gained some value this evening, please type in 333 in the chat box. If you have gained some value, type in 333 in the chat box. Okay, Dami raised hand. Could you please put in your question in the chat? Okay, let me quickly bring you up just under 1 minute. Okay, thank you, Mr. Ahmed. Mr. Dami, where are you? Okay, please unmute your mic and tell us. Hello, Dami, how are you doing, sir? Please
hello, good evening, sir.
Your mic.
Yes, I've unmuted. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I greet you, sir. How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine, sir. Please, I want to know.
We can hear you. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, I can hear you. I just want to confirm that is it applicable on gold and every other instrument? Can you hear me?
Anything that has chart. We can hear you. Anything that has chart is applicable.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, you can look for this on any currency pair, any instrument, and not that. You cannot use this as binary, okay? Because it has no meaning using this on binary. I hope this is clear. So, and good announcement. Where is that banner? Just 1 minute, guys. 1 minute, guys. 1 minute, please. Just 1 minute. Quick announcement. A lot of people, many people, even from my students behind, they have been chatting me. Come and teach us binary. Come and teach us binary, because some of them are seeing me trading binary. Some of them are seeing me trading binary. So they have been chatting me up. Okay, Mr. Bartolome, chat me after today's class. I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you because you are in the class. You are in the class. So I'm going to give it to you. So let me try to, we have about 9 people on the call. Let me try to memorize the names I have in here because I'm not going to give it to anybody. I'm not going to give it to those who are not in the class. So that is the punishment. Success is not for everybody. It's not for everybody. We're not asking anybody to pay for this. So I hope you guys can see my bar, my flyer. So that is a lot of our students have been chatting me because some of them have seen me trading binary. So they're asking me, teach us binary, and I've even taught few of them. I think I've taught about 6 people now personally. Personally. So and to be sincere, this has been giving me a lot of profits. I must say, no, that is, of course, everybody can be a beneficiary. So just stay tuned on the group. This is going to come up next week Sunday. Okay, it's going to start next week Sunday. Okay, so if you find trade, this is also forex. Binary is also forex. A lot of people tend to mix it up. They say they used to say binary is gambling. It is not. Okay, once you are in the class, I am going to explain and unveil a lot of things about binary. Okay, a lot of things about binary, and you are going to be amazed. Okay, after the 7 days training, believe me, you are going to call your family, even your enemies. You are going to call them to come and start trading binary. Okay, and in addition, I have a very powerful strategy that to the glory of God I created myself. There are thousands of strategy on YouTube from anywhere. Okay, but you need to master what belongs to you, and I've been able to master that for a while. And in the last 3 4 months, it has been giving me good profits in the last 3 4 months. So you guys should stay tuned on the group. I want you to invite everybody. Let them come and take part in this. Okay. So that 7 days is going to be uh, a game changer for all of you, for those who will be part of this program. Okay. So that is that. I hope you guys can see my flyer, right? So based on today's training, please let's be our brothers keepers. Some are in the group just watching, just reading, not partaking. So go on the group, let them know what you benefited in today's training. Okay, let them know. Let them know what you have benefited in today's training. Okay, so that it will help those who are still thinking if they have to join or they have to sacrifice their time to be here. Some people really want to learn, but they don't want to sacrifice their resources. So I'm wondering how they are going to learn and improve. So that is not going to be possible if they are not ready to learn. Success is not meant for everybody. So thank you so much, guys, for having me today. I really appreciate you guys. So I hope you guys do not have any other questions. So if you have any question, please raise your hand or type it in the chat. And in the absence of no questions, so we have already spent about 1 hour, 30 minutes. I think that is good enough. So you may rewatch this video for better understanding, okay, for regular divergence and hidden divergence. And that is going to help your trading career. Okay, so thank you so much for having me. I still remain your host, Abolade Adekola, the kingmaker. Okay, so thank you. I really appreciate you. Thank you, Mr. Shukuma. So tell others, uh, put your comments on the group. Either for those of us who are on WhatsApp, okay, we have deactivated comments on WhatsApp. Reason is that some unscrupulous elements are posting nonsense on the group. Okay, so if you are not on our Telegram group, please look for the previous chat on our WhatsApp group. Click on the Telegram link. If you do not have Telegram, download Telegram on your phone. Go to Play Store, download it. Okay, go to Play Store, download it and register just the same way you register WhatsApp. So that you can be part of our So, and that is even more secure than WhatsApp in any form. Okay. So once you're able to download that, then join our group. Join our group on Telegram. Then from there, you'll be able to post in your comments, write anything. Okay. So for those of us who are already on Telegram, I will be looking forward to your comments on Telegram based on what you've learned today. So your comments alone is not to help me, is to help others, those who are still thinking they have to commit their resources or not. So thank you so much for having me. I remain your host, Abolade. So thank you, and see more of you on the group and see more of you within the week. So thank you, good night, and God bless you all. Okay, I'm going to drop the Telegram group on the WhatsApp. I'm going to drop it again, Mr. God's will. I'm going to drop it on the WhatsApp again. All right, thank you, and see more of you.